Good evening, everyone. I'm Marvis. 24-hour News 8 at 6 begins with breaking news.
This is a breaking news alert from 24-hour News 8.
We're told the body of Demetrius McKnight Jr. was likely found in Lake Macatawa this afternoon. Ottawa County investigators believe they found the body of that missing Holland man. He was reported missing just over 2 weeks ago. Let's get over to 24-hour News 8's Alicia Alonso. She's at the live desk with new information from police. Alicia?
Well, that's right, Marvis.
Alicia, thank you. Also, just into our newsroom, emergency responders are at a rollover crash on M6. The details are limited right now, but here's what we know. The crash happened within the last hour on M6 between Patterson and East Paris. We talked to Kent County dispatchers who tell us there are injuries, but it's unclear how serious those injuries are. We do have a crew at the scene. Look for updates at woodtv.com. New tonight, big name supporters continue to hit our area as Election Day draws closer. Rudy Giuliani, President Trump's attorney, just one of those star attractions campaigning in West Michigan today. As the days of campaigning come to a close, Republicans and Democrats are pulling out all of the stops to energize their bases. Earlier today, a rally in a conference room at the Holland Civic Center drew about 100 people to hear from candidates Bill Schuette and John James. And final preparations are being made for Tuesday's election. There are 7.4 million voters registered in Michigan. Kent County has the fourth highest number of voters in our state with close to 500,000. 24-hour News 8's Lindsay McCombel checked in with the Kent County Clerk's office to see how preparations are going. Some good tips there and a big turnout expected. And the final push is on from coast to coast. Candidates are in a nonstop sprint to get voters to the polls on Tuesday. NBC's Chris Pallone has the latest on the day's events. A chilly day out there. It's starting to definitely feel like November, and meteorologist Kyle Underwood says we're looking at the chances for rain tonight. Good Saturday evening, everyone. I'm Marvis Herring. Thanks for joining us here on 24-hour News 8. Let's get another look at that forecast tonight. Meteorologist Kyle Underwood is in the tracking center talking about rain and some cold temps. Good evening, Kyle.
Hey Marvis, if you have an evening walk that you have yet to take, you've got plenty of time. The rain is not going to push in until later tonight.
Let's take a look at the top stories making news across West Michigan tonight. New tonight, the big name supporters continue to hit our area as Election Day gets closer. An Indonesian rescue diver died while searching for plane crash victims. News of the diver's death came as Indonesia's search and rescue chief said divers had reportedly seen parts of the crashed Lion Air jet on the sea floor. Officials say the 48-year-old diver died yesterday after he was found unconscious in the water. All 189 people on board the Lion Air flight were killed in the crash on Monday. Well, if you're like me and you're always looking for an excuse to eat, listen up. It's National Sandwich Day. It's a time to celebrate all the delicious possibilities you can create with 2 pieces of bread and something in the middle. While meats and fillers have been eaten with bread since ancient times, the sandwich is believed to be named after John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, who lived during the 1700s. He was supposedly fond of gambling and wanted a meal that could be eaten with one hand, no utensils, so it did not interfere with his game. Well, stay with us. We have one last look at your forecast coming up after the break.